What's up, Chuckers? Welcome to another week of the Served Five-Setter, but this week without producer Mike. He's off in France, probably eating baguettes, drinking wine, or wandering the Louvre. This week you get me, Techie Sean. Let's jump into the weekly roundup of all things Racket Sports in 10 minutes or less. Shanghai is getting hot and sticky. Draper switching up his coaching staff. 6 Kings Slam live on Netflix. And Timothy Chalamet bringing ping pong to the big screen. But first, some news from the ITIA. The organization is launching new programs designed to better support players who have been accused of doping or match fixing. ITIA CEO Karen Morehouse said this in a statement. Anyone who finds themselves part of either an anti-doping or anti-corruption investigation deserves the opportunity to defend or explain themselves, and we recognize the process can come at both a financial and emotional cost. Players who fail a drug test are now eligible for financial assistance to test products at a WADA-accredited lab for contamination or to help identify sources of potential contamination. They can also receive free legal help from the time they test positive. Individuals who fall under these two types of investigations may request 6 sessions of confidential mental health support. The programs begin immediately, and their success will be reviewed by the ITIA at the end of next season. On to set number 2, where the conditions in Shanghai are making headlines. Holger Rune, one of the many players struggling with the brutal heat and humidity this week, had this to say.
Why ATP doesn't have a heat rule? I don't know. It's a very good question. Are we going to ice towel? Ice towel? Ice towel like this? Who knows?
After a number of players, including Jannik Sinner, retired or withdrew from matches this week due to the conditions, the ATP Tour says it's now considering a formal heat rule. In a statement, the tour said, quote, "This remains under active review, and additional measures, including the implementation of an official heat policy, are currently being evaluated in consultation with players, tournaments, and medical experts." Each Grand Slam and the WTA Tour has their own heat policies, while for the ATP, it's up to the individual tournament supervisors to make their own decisions when it comes to excessive heat during matches, like allowing for extended breaks or match suspensions. Moving on to set number 3, we have some big news from British tennis. Current world number 8, Jack Draper, has hired Andy Murray's former coach, Jamie Delgado. The former pro player was in the coach's box when Murray won his second Wimbledon title and finished the season as world number 1 in 2016. Now, Delgado's next task is getting Jack Draper healthy and back on track after a breakout season was cut short due to a left arm injury during Wimbledon. Draper is planning to make a comeback in December at a 3-day exhibition event in London. But the world number 8 will not be playing in next week's 6 Kings Slam. It's set number 4, and we are back in Riyadh. Stefanos Tsitsipas replaces Draper in the star-studded field. The 2-time Slam finalist will join Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, Novak Djokovic, Alexander Zverev, and Taylor Fritz in the battle for the reported $6 million prize. You can watch all the matches live on Netflix, starting with the quarterfinals on Wednesday, October 15th, and the final is scheduled for next Saturday. Netflix says fans will witness a cutting-edge viewing experience, augmented reality graphics, and more. After last year's event, I'm really interested to see what the 6 Kings Slam has in store for us this year. In the final set, we have a name that almost everyone has become familiar with in the past few years, Timothy Chalamet. The 29-year-old actor stars in Marty Supreme, a film that follows Chalamet's character as he pursues his dream of becoming a champion table tennis player.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm telling you, this game, it fills stadiums overseas. And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
Chalamet was secretly taking lessons for years to prepare for this role, practicing on sets around the world while shooting movies like Wonka and Dune 2. During a surprise screening of the movie on Monday, Chalamet said, quote, "If anyone thinks this is cap, as the kids say, if anyone thinks this is made up, this is all documented and it will be put out." I really hope we get some footage of him playing ping pong behind the scenes, either dressed as Willy Wonka or Atreides. Just saying. Marty Supreme, starring Chalamet and Gwyneth Paltrow, hits theaters on Christmas Day. Are you going to go watch it? I know I am. I want to hear your thoughts. Leave some comments below. And that brings us to our tie break trivia. What movie is the highest grossing tennis movie of all time? Want to know the answer, but you don't want to Google it for yourself? Click the link in the description to sign up for the 5-setter newsletter. You'll find the answer for the trivia question, but you'll also find some extra stories that we weren't able to fit into the episode this week, including the Aussie Open announcing a $1 million challenge. Check it out. A quick programming note for this week on Served. Andy sits down with Rick Draney to talk about all things wheelchair tennis. The interview is incredible. I think you'll learn a ton just like I did. So hit subscribe on YouTube or follow us on your favorite podcast platform to make sure you don't miss it. We'll see you Tuesday, Chuckers.